my name is Tamara Chambers, and this is Tamara's Never Seen Tam Tober-Fest. Today I am watching the 1968 horror classic, Rosemary's Baby. I love horror films. I love being scared, and I think that they are a blast when done well. Alas, there is not much content for us horror lovers that doesn't end in disappointment and sadness. I'm interested to see how a movie from 1968, horror-wise, holds up. I've heard that it is pretty f***ed up. I am looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to a full month of fun horror. I love October with all of my heart. Let's start Rosemary's Baby's predictions. And then I was not getting very many predictions, so I thought maybe this was a terrible idea and that I have chosen an awful choice, but then I decided to stick with it. All right, I'll keep with Rosemary's Baby. Very excited.
Tam Tober-Fest.
Yes! Oh, it was good. Oh, why have I not seen this yet? The story and the acting were so good. Not scary. My heart wasn't racing, but it was stressful and very thriller-esque. Oh, yes, yes. I've got my partly black cat right here. Hey, Wendy, you're so small. Good for you. The story is about Rosemary, who's married to this actor. They live in New York. They want to have a child. They move into this new apartment, and things start going awry. The neighbors are creepy. A lot of weird things happen with the pregnancy. And in the end, you know, tale as old as time, turns out she had Satan's baby. Everything right now, currently, 2017, is very culty, witchy, like witches are very in style. And so the story still is very engaging. It still holds up really well. The acting was incredible. She is so damn delightful. I thought she was incredible. I don't know what else she's been in. I could look it up. Not going to. My very first impression of her was that I was going to think she was a little too, like, kind of cutesy tootsy. Like, she has a very, like, cutesy voice, and at first I wasn't, like, super into it. She just proved me so wrong. She's awesome and badass and perfect casting for this. So they decide on moving into this place, and their friend tells them about all of these terrible things that have happened in that building. They're like, it's fine. It's fine, we're just gonna raise a kid here, it's not a big deal. But then they move in and they start putting a lot of money into this place. They're renting, right? They know that doesn't go back to them at the end, right? They're like painting and adding doors and sconces and just, they know that, right? That is the true horror of this film. It's the money that they're not gonna get back. The place is really nice, and at first I was wondering how this unsuccessful actor husband was supporting them both and paying for this place, but you find out that he's in a bunch of commercials, and yeah, that's where all the money is. So I guess he wants to be in film. I understand, it's not artistically fulfilling, but you're paying the bills. I would know. My last commercial was crying over a spilled milkshake. But you know what, that was artistically fulfilling, so never mind. So they're there for a while. The neighbors are really nosy. They keep giving them weird food. Chocolate mouse. Seems suspicious. Then I just wrote, wait, is she having sex with Satan? Okay, so let's talk. She wakes up from having been drugged for a sex cult kind of ordeal with scratches all over her from Satan himself. And the excuse that her husband gives her is, well, it was fun in a necrophilia type of way. That's what you're going with? I don't necessarily know what I would have said instead of that excuse, but literally anything else. You fell on knives. It was Ike. It was Ike, I swear it was Ike. I made a pact with the devil and our culty, crazy, nutso neighbors, but you're pregnant. Bam! So she finds out she's pregnant and she's stoked because she's been wanting to get pregnant, I'm guessing not by Satan, but you know, I don't know. So she's at the doctor's office getting her blood drawn, and yikes! It takes a lot for me to get squeamish about needles. I am a type 1 diabetic, and I take injections every single day, multiple times, but this did the trick. She's getting her blood drawn, and first of all, it's not even in a vein, it's like right here. And then they put the needle in and like angle it. Ugh, it's like sticking. Ugh. And I wrote, oh my God, I love her haircut. I was contemplating getting my hair cut. What if I filmed the first half of the reaction with long hair, and then right here I would cut, go get my hair cut into a pixie cut, and then come back. And I realized that was not worth it at all, So the friend from the beginning who told them not to move into the place comes over and he's like, you look terrible, and she does, and he's like, your neighbor's kind of weird, and he is, and he's like, all of this is pretty suspicious, and it totally is. So Rosemary's in a ton of pain, and it's definitely from the weird mucus milkshake that she's drinking every morning from her neighbors and her suspicious new baby doctor, and everything sucks. So Hutch is like, can you meet me? I have some information you might want to hear. So she goes, and she's in like a ton of pain, and she's so cute. Pain be gone, I will have no more of thee. Oh my god, same. And then I wrote, Hutch is in a coma? Okay, well, I'm gonna punch some old people. You find out that the husband has allowed this to happen so that his career will flourish, and it's so shitty. She gets wise to everything that's happening, and she's like, I'm not gonna drink that drink. He knowingly is like, no, you should drink it, drink up. And it's so frustrating, and it just gets under your skin. You feel so helpless with her and for her, and it's so sad. She pieces together everything, finds out that the name of her neighbor is an anagram for this Satan book, and it's awesome. She gets ambushed by all the neighbors in her apartment, and she goes into labor, and it's so stressful. Then there's this whole montage of her going in and out of consciousness, and she's like, is the baby around? And they're like, yeah. And then she wakes up again, and she's like, is the baby around? They're like, it died. And then she goes into depression, and her husband is like, wow, you really went through some crazy postpartum stuff. It's okay, we'll have another kid, and hopefully you won't be crazy this time, right? Then she sneaks into the neighbor's place, finds her baby, knows that it's Satan now, with this amazing crib. It's truly a crib fit for Satan's child. 10 out of 10 would recommend. You don't get to see the kid, which sucks because she says this cool line about what did you do to its eyes. Awesome, would love to see it. But then again, 1968, probably better that we didn't see it. At the very end, it cuts before you can see if she's decided if she's going to take care of this baby or not, and it's so good. Wow, I loved that film. I'm so glad that I saw it. I'm also really glad that I waited to see it until now so I can like spew my happy emotions onto camera. Just loved it. You will still not understand why people were comparing Mother to Rosemary's Baby. A lot of people did compare the two. I don't really get it, but also I don't get a lot of things, so that might just be me. If you don't love it, I'm gonna be very upset. Such a phenomenal horror film. Agreed. And don't be upset, because I loved it. You'll think Rosemary's pixie cut doesn't really suit her. Also, how does a struggling actor afford a place like that in New York? I do think it suits her, and commercial work. Damn, there's some money in commercial work. Prediction, you'll be disgusted/uneasy with Guy's statement that his offense against Rosemary was kind of fun in a necrophile sort of way. Definitely. The whole rape is intense. I just think that he could have handled it in such a different way. Like, not let Satan rape his wife. You'll appreciate the movie, but you'll have major qualms once you look into what a detestable piece of shit Roman Polanski is. Ooh, when he was 4, Poland was invaded by Nazi Germany. Polanski spent the next 6 years of his childhood mostly on his own trying to survive the ongoing Holocaust. Turning point in his life took place in 1969 when his pregnant wife, Sharon Tate, and 4 friends were brutally murdered by members of the Manson family. In 1977, Polanski was arrested and charged with raping a 13-year-old girl. He fled to Paris before sentencing. Then he continued to make films. The Pianist. Adrian Brody, what are you doing? What? Why? Adrian! It's always weird when you find out that people that you like work from are monsters. You monsters. I just saw the film for the first time recently and was surprised at how genuinely creepy it is. Horror done right, in my opinion. I so agree. It's creepy, it gets under your skin, the story is spot on. They don't show too much. I think if they would have showed, I wanted to see the baby, let us be clear. But I think it may have ruined it. Kind of like the Signs thing. Just don't show us the alien. It ruins it. What do y'all think I should watch next week? Monster Squad? Or Scream? Poltergeist? Cannibal Holocaust without the brutality towards animals? What do you think? I will probably put a poll up on my Twitter page. Follow me at Tamara L. Chambers on Twitter. I will see y'all next week for another Tam Tober-Fest. Bum, bum, bum. It was Ike. There he goes. The scoundrel.